What's up, Heat fans? This video will be about who I want as free agents or who have been recommended for the Miami Heat to go after, come Saturday. All right. So they gave me 5 recommendations, people or, sites I'll go to. They say at 5, Serge Ibaka from the Orlando Magic. I don't like this pick. I don't like getting him because we already got Bam and a bio out of we already drafted him, so I don't understand the point of getting Serge Ibaka when they both basically do the same thing. So there isn't a point of getting Serge Ibaka, and plus we were trying to get him mid-season and didn't fall through. So excuse me. So there's no point in getting him. Rudy Gay, I don't like. I don't know why, but a lot of Heat fans want Rudy Gay. I don't like Rudy Gay because to me he's very inconsistent. He's a shot jacker. He doesn't play great team ball. I mean, the guy's mediocre at defense, really. There's not much to like about Rudy Gay, and he's like in his 30s now. I don't understand the point of wanting Rudy Gay. A lot of Heat fans want him. This is probably worse than getting Serge Ibaka. This is just, I don't understand getting Rudy Gay at all. He is not what we should be going after. He should be like the last result if we can't get a guy like Blake Griffin or, Gordon Hayward or, anyone. I just don't like Rudy Gay. He's a shot jacker. He's a locker room problem. He's just, I know, if he comes to the Heat, he won't be a locker room problem, but it's just like, I don't like this. I don't like getting him. I just don't like the fact of overpaying for a guy like him, and he's just not. He's not a good fit for the Heat. Honestly, I don't like the. Just not. I don't like the prospects of getting this guy. Rudy Gay is just not what the Heat are trying to do right now. You can get a way better small forward in this free agency class. We're the Miami Heat for God's sakes. I mean, come on. We're a first class organization. Go get first class players, please. All right, at number 3, we got Paul Millsap. I like Paul Millsap, but we already have a guy that plays like Paul Millsap and who's going to be probably cheaper, and that's James Johnson. Like, what's the point of getting Paul Millsap when you have James Johnson? There's no point in getting him. He's older than James Johnson, and he's probably going to be way more expensive than James Johnson. So that's a no. That's a no-go. I don't understand. He's a great player. I like him, but getting him is not what we should do. Paul Millsap is not what we should be going after. If we can resign James Johnson for cheaper, I like that better than Paul Millsap, honestly. All right, number 2, Gordon Hayward from the Utah Jazz. Obviously, I want Gordon Hayward, but it seems like Boston is kind of beating us out to getting him. I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but he's supposed to meet up with us on Saturday when free agency starts, also with Boston. So after Saturday, I will be able to tell you if I think he's gonna come with us or not. It depends on how the meetings go. But I like Gordon Hayward, obviously. I think he's the first option we should go after. This website has him as a second option that we should go after. But I think he's our plan A. He definitely should be our plan A. And then we can, work around trying to get Dion Waiters to take less, and we can get James Johnson back. But Gordon Hayward is the number 1 option we should go after. He's a way better small forward than Rudy Gay. He can play defense better than Rudy Gay. His offense is better. He's a better passer than Rudy Gay. What's not to like about Gordon Hayward? And number 1, they have Blake Griffin. Now, as you all know, Chris Paul just got traded to the Houston Rockets, so it looks like to me that most likely Blake Griffin's out of there. He's basically out of there, and I'm hearing a lot of rumors, even before this trade with Chris Paul to Houston going down, that Blake Griffin is very interested in Miami. And there's been a lot of guys talking about him coming to Miami potentially. Obviously, we need a power forward. That's our biggest need right now. I like Gordon Hayward better still, but Blake Griffin, we need a power forward. Now, I understand that he is injury prone and he's been getting injured a lot. I think Miami can help that. Obviously, we have a great training staff. We can get him into tip-top shape. I mean, come on, this is the Miami Heat. We can get this guy into tip-top shape like we did with James Johnson, and he can have less injuries playing with the Miami Heat. And I think he can play to his max potential with the Miami Heat. I think Coach Spo can bring the best out of Blake Griffin, honestly, and have him as a top 5 power forward in the league again. It's just he's a plan B. I still think, even though Blake Griffin is more of a need for the Miami Heat than Gordon Hayward would be per se, I think Gordon Hayward's obviously the best guy in the free agency class. So Gordon Hayward should be a priority A for us in the free agent market. And then Blake Griffin. But Blake Griffin is much more of a need. I think if he comes to Miami, I wouldn't be mad if we got him. If we didn't get Gordon Hayward, I think Blake Griffin, I wouldn't be mad if we got Blake Griffin. He's a great prospect we can get out of the free agency class and we can, build off of with him. He can be our number one scorer. He can do a lot for us. But it just depends on how this free agency goes. But Chris Paul moving to Houston has changed a lot of things in the NBA landscape that I think the Miami Heat and Blake Griffin have very mutual interest. So it just depends on how things goes. Blake Griffin is a very good fit. He can pass, he can score, he has a good mid-range jump shot, he can dunk still. I think if he comes to Miami Heat, he'll be a better shot blocker. A lot of combination of things. Blake Griffin will make us a better good team. I don't care what people say about Blake Griffin. He would be a great prospect out of the free agency class. And that's all the guys I have on this list. I think those are the guys we should get. Obviously, we should sign James Johnson and Dion Waiters back. But Blake Griffin and Gordon Hayward are 2 guys we should go after. Hell, Pat Riley is such a great... I know you Miami fans worship Pat Riley. I love Pat Riley, obviously, too. But I don't... Ever since that Dwayne Wade thing went down last year, Pat Riley has kind of lost it a little. He's lost his luster. But if he could pull off getting Blake Griffin and Gordon Hayward and get either James Johnson or Dion Waiters back with them, I prefer James Johnson. Wow, we are up there. We are up there with the Golden State Warriors, definitely. I honestly, we're the best team in the East if we get these 2. But Golden State Warriors, oh yeah, that we would be up there with them. But you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get this shit going. Heat Life for 305 out.